Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Test, test. 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 3, 2, 1. Test, test. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Test, test. Hey, welcome Gopher fans. Lance Boyum alongside Rick Irish, who's on camera. Today's action features the Lady Gopher softball team taking on the Byron Bears. The Byron Bears come in today with a 10-6 record overall. The Gophers are currently at 13-6, 8-4 in the section. So a makeup game from earlier this year, which was washed out back on May 2nd. So it should be an interesting matchup today with the Gophers and the Bears. Byron having a little bit of trouble within their section. They're 0-4, but they are 6-2 in the Hiawatha Valley League Conference. And the Gophers just looking to tighten some strings up going into the playoff game probably next week, I believe. They start maybe on Monday. I'm not exactly sure. But right now we'll just pause for the national anthem. And a beautiful afternoon for softball. Right around 75 degrees, if not a few degrees higher than that. This is the way softball and baseball should be played after a wet and chilly spring we had in April. Lance Boyum filling in for E.B. Allen today, who's down in, I believe, Indiana, watching the St. Mary's Cardinals and Peyton Berg in the regional playoff Division 3. They did lose, I think, this morning, so they're still in it. Double elimination. They play this afternoon. Hopefully they get back on track and get back into that regional championship game against the team that they have beat. So for the Gophers on the mound, Katrin Johnson. Just down through the rest of the lineup for the Gophers, McKenna Dornack will be playing shortstop. She'll lead off. Britt Ruskell will be at second base. Alexis Hinckley, catcher. I just mentioned Katrin Johnson. She's on the mound. Grace Finley will be playing first base. Riley Urban will be the designated player. Olivia Carver will be in right field. Kendall Knutson in center. Bryn Horseman at third base. And the flex is the left fielder, Kylie Sin. The lineup for the Bears, Leah Strain is going to lead off. She plays right field. Hattie Mathry will be the catcher. She'll bat second. And in the hole is Mackenzie Steele. She is the pitcher. So it looks like we're all set as Leah Strain steps into the batter's box. And Johnson delivers for a first pitch strike. Gopher defense pretty much playing straight up here. Strain, the right-hander, on the outside, dribbles one down the first baseline. That'll be foul. So no balls, 2 strikes. The count to Strain. Byron in their black and yellow uniforms. The pitch from Johnson down low, goes after it. And for the out, hit to third base, and I just said that. Bryn Horseman over there at third base, number 6, with a nice play. So Strain is the first out of the top of the first inning. Now into bat, Hattie Mathry, the catcher. First pitch swinging over to Britt Ruskell, who makes the play, out number 2. So keeping that pitch count low in the first inning. The pitcher, Mackenzie Steele, now batting as Johnson delivers outside, ball 1. Johnson delivers outside, a little bit up. Ball 2, 2 balls, no strikes. We got 2 outs here, top of the first inning. Chatfield versus Byron, a makeup game. And on the third pitch, hits one over to Bryn Horseman, who makes the play. Down in order goes the Byron Bears, 3 up, 3 down. That will retire the side. Due up for the Gophers in the bottom of the first inning will be Dornack, Ruskell, and Hinckley. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. Bottom of the first inning. Chatfield and Byron. Score is 0-0 on the mound for the Bears is Mackenzie Steele. As McKenna Dornack, the left-hander, steps into the box. The pitch from Steele, a little bit up, and McKenna goes after that pitch. And the second pitch fouled off by Dornack, so no balls, 2 strikes. The corner's in on Dornack. Otherwise, the outfield pretty much straight up. And McKenna lets that one go down low for a ball. Dornack hitting .473 on the season. One of the better hitters for the Gophers as she swings and misses. A pitch that's up a little bit. Down goes Dornack. That'll be out number 1 for the Gophers. Britt Ruskell, the second baseman, now up. The Bears in the top of the first inning were 3 up, 3 down. And the pitch to Ruskell is up and out. So Gophers looking to get their first base runner today in the bottom of the first inning. The pitch from Steele, and Ruskell takes a healthy cut and a miss. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Steele looks in, gets a sign, and delivers. A swing and a miss, strike number 2 to Ruskell. One out for the Gophers. And the pitch up high evens the count at 2s. And the pitch up high. That'll bring it to full count. As Steele checks her wrist for the sign. No longer does the catcher give the sign, but the pitch down the middle, swing and a miss. Out number 2, back-to-back strikeouts for Steele. That brings in senior catcher number 7, Alexis Hinckley. First pitch to Hinckley is a little bit down. Wind today blowing in. Probably gusting right about between 10 and 15 miles an hour. As Steele once again delivers. And another swing and a miss. The Gophers so far unable to make contact off of Steele. The pitch this time from Steele's down low for a ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count to Hinckley. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Score is 0-0. A pitch and a line drive to center. Nice contact there by Hinckley. Caught by the center fielder for the Bears. And I'm looking for the number. I think it was number 1. And I don't have the numbers for the players here, but so that leaves it 0-0 after 1. We'll be back in just a second. Welcome back, Gopher fans. Just to correct myself, or at least put the name with the outfielder, the center fielder that caught the line drive off of Hinckley was number 1, Leah Strain. So the Gophers were 3 up, 3 down, just as the Bears were. And the pitch from Katrin Johnson is fouled off. The batter, shortstop Cadence Fierstead at the plate for the Bears. The pitch from Johnson up high and a pop up to first base. And Grace Finley makes the catch for out number 1. Now for the Bears, the left fielder, Emma Clark. Pitch from Johnson, down and low. A nice pitch there, a swing and a miss for strike number 1. And the pitch from Johnson, little inside. That evens out the count. 1 ball, 1 strike to Emma Clark. The Bears looking for their first hit. The ball's fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the changeup, swing and a miss, but it goes past the catcher, and a nice throw there from Hinckley to Finley for out number 2. Now brings up the number 6 batter, Macy Beringer, the right fielder. Just misses on the first pitch. 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Score 0-0. And a ground ball over to Horseman, who comes and charges it. And on over to Finley. In time, gets the out once again. 3 up, 3 down for the Bears in the top of the second inning. Score 0-0. We'll take a timeout and we'll be right back. Hey, welcome back here, Gopher fans. Bottom of the second inning, score 0-0. The pitcher, Katrin Johnson, steps into the box against Mackenzie Steele. And Steele delivers up high and a swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch again up a little bit. Johnson with a swing and a miss. So far, no hits today in this game. Still early yet. Bottom of the second inning. Steele looks in, gets her sign, set, and delivers. Johnson with the foul ball straight back. The Gophers winners 4 out of their last 5 games. A perfect time to start heating things up going into playoffs. Steele looks in, sets, delivers, and another foul ball off the face mask of the catcher, Hattie Mathry, excuse me. So the Gophers looking to get something started here. Bottom of the second inning. The pitch to Johnson. A swing and a miss. Out number 1. Steele looking sharp on the mound. 3 strikeouts out of the first 4 hitters. Now we'll bring up first baseman Grace Finley. The pitch from Steele is a take and a strike. The pitch from Steele, a swing and a miss. Strike two, no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here, bottom of the second inning. The Bears lost the game just yesterday against Stewartville. They lost 6-3. A pitch to Finley, a swing and a miss for out number 2. So far, much success for Steele. First time through the lineup here. Now steps in the designated player, Riley Urban. And she swings and misses for strike number 1. This time the ball a little low as it gets past the catcher back to the backstop. So that evens it up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Riley Urban, the batter. Mackenzie Steele, the pitcher for the Byron Bears. And the pitch. Riley with a good healthy cut, just a little bit to the outside there, misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Urban now with 2 strikes, just looking to put that ball in play. Make that defense work. And up high, swings and misses. For strike number 3, that is the 3rd out. 3 strikeouts in that inning for Steele. The score is still 0-0. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Chosen Valley. Between the Chatfield Gophers, the Byron Bears, score is still 0-0 here in a pitcher's duel early. Johnson delivers for strike number 1. The batter for the Bears, first baseman Leah Bendix. We are yet to see a base runner in this game, and a swing and a miss for strike number 2. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Foul straight back. So the Gophers class 2A in Section 1. The Bears class 3A in Section 1. So again, a makeup game from earlier in May. This time ball fouled straight up, straight back, just about hit the Urban Mobile in the parking lot. So Leah Bendix, the batter for the Bears. Katrin Johnson looking for the strikeout on the changeup, just a little bit outside as Hinckley tries to frame that one back in. And comes right back with another changeup outside. I think we got 2-2 or full count. The pitch from Johnson, and a little pop-up over along the right side there, hits the bleachers. So we'll do it all over again here. Katrin Johnson looking in, gets the sign, becomes set, delivers, ground ball in the hole, gets past Dornak for the first hit of the game, and an overthrow. And they're going to take advantage of that. Now the runner moves up into scoring position. Good base running there by Bendix on the overthrow from left field. Always important to hit your cutoff. And no matter what level of baseball, softball you're playing, now that runner is in scoring position with Kate Ahern with a little slap over Dornak. That's going to drop for a base hit. And that runner is going to move up to third base. And Ahern rounds first, heads to second for a stand-up double. So after 2 quiet innings, we now got a little bit of action here. The Bears with 2 runners in scoring position, nobody out. Brings up the number 9 batter, third baseman Ella Brennan. Horseman playing way in, looking for the bunt, and they bunt it down to the first baseline, and the throw to home plate, the tag, and safe. It looks like the ball maybe got away from Hinckley as she put down the tag. The runner moving up to second base, and still 2 runners in scoring position with 1 run in. We've got a 1-0 lead by the Bears here in the top of the 3rd inning. Nobody out. Top of the order, Leah Strain, the batter. And she's going to put the barrel out there for the bunt. And the umpire on the bunt calls the batter out. I'm guessing the ball must have hit her outside the box. So that will be 1 out. Runners do not advance. Nobody scored. As now we've got time on the field as the Byron coach went and talked with the home plate umpire who's going to check with the base umpire, and they're going to keep the call. So nice job getting together, making the correct call. Batter's out. So Hattie Mathry, the catcher, steps into the box with Ahern and Brennan, the base runners, in scoring position for the Bears. 1 out here, top of the 3rd inning. Johnson delivers ball outside. So after a quiet 2 innings, we've had some action here. The top of the 3rd, Johnson delivers on the corner for strike 1. That evens it up, 1 apiece. Horseman for the Gophers, the third baseman, playing way in. And the pitch by Johnson. Mathry looking to slap that ball as she came up, moved her hands up the barrel, takes the pitch. So 2 balls, 1 strike, the count. 1 out, 1 run is in. Johnson looks in, set, delivers, and a fly ball to right field. Carver back, makes the catch, lines up, and the ball is cut off. The run will score on the tag. Nice catch there by Carver for out number 2. So both runners tagged up. Brennan moves over to third base. The pitcher, Mackenzie Steele, batting for the Bears, hits a line drive, gets past the shortstop, Dornak, and that will score the 3rd run for the Bears. So a nice job there by Steele, putting bat on ball, hit it hard in the gap between Dornak and Horseman. Brennan scored on the hit. So 2 outs. Score is Byron 3, Chatfield nothing. Top of the 3rd inning. The batter will now be shortstop Cadence Fierstead. First pitch is up high and over Hinckley. That'll move up the runner, Steele, who's now in scoring position. 2 outs as Johnson delivers, and a line drive cut off by Carver, but there'll be no play at the plate as Steele was going on the hit. Nice job hitting your cutoff, keeping Steele at first base, or excuse me, Fierstead at first base. So the Bears score another run. That'll bring their total to 4-0. Bears lead, top of the 3rd inning, as the pitches fouled off. Emma Clark, left fielder, batting. So the Gophers looking for out number 3. The pitch by Johnson outside. Chopper over to Dornack. She charges. Going to be a close play at first. Ooh, and they called her safe. Looked like it might have got there just before her foot touched down. So runners will be at the corners. Still with 2 out, no damage done there. But the runner on second does move up to 3rd. So infield hit for Clark now brings up right fielder Macy Beringer. As she squares the bunt, but then pulls back. As I'm guessing Byron will be sending Clark here on a straight seal. And that ball is fouled back. So 2 out, Bears lead it 4-0 over the Gophers here. Top of the 3rd inning, the pitch by Johnson. Strike number 2 and the straight steal for Clark moves her over to second base. So important out here for the Gophers to get with 2 runners in scoring position. This ball is bounced over to Horseman at 3rd and comes up firing across the diamond for the out. 5-3 is the put out. But on 5 hits, the Bears score 4. We'll see if the Gophers can answer back here in the bottom of the 3rd. We'll take a break and be right back. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans here. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Byron explodes for 4 runs in the top of the 3rd after a quick 2 innings. The Gophers are going to look here to answer back. The pitch to Olivia Carver is fouled off. Gophers just looking to put that ball in play. They've struck out 5 out of the first 6 batters. So Carver's going to square around a bunt, puts down a nice bunt towards third base, up to throw just in time. 5-3 on the putout. Nice bunt there by Carver. She gets down the line pretty quick, and just a bang-bang play there called out. But much better to put the ball in play and make the defense work a little bit than striking out. So Kendall Knutson, the center fielder, now at the plate. And she swings and misses on that pitch from Mackenzie Steele. So 1 out here. Knutson looking to have the first Gopher hit of the afternoon. Swings and misses. No balls and 2 strikes. Both pitchers pitching pretty efficiently. I think 0 walks so far in this game, and a lot of strikes thrown. That, however, was a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count to Kendall Knutson. As the wind picks up a little bit and kicks a little bit of dust. Ground ball over to shortstop on the high throw. Foot comes off the base. Knutson is safe. So a little chopper to shortstop. Had to come up and rush that throw a little bit. The throw was high. Knutson safe. So the first base runner for the Gophers this afternoon here in the bottom of the 3rd inning now brings up third baseman Bryn Horseman, who's been steadily busy at third base on the defensive side. Takes ball 1 outside. One out, bottom of the 3rd inning. Gophers are down 0-4 to the Bears as Horseman fouls that one back. Horseman looks down at Coach Brent Berg. Gets the sign, steps back in. The pitch up high. Horseman, the number 9 batter. Looking to keep this rally going. 1 out. Bottom of the 3rd. The pitch from Steele. Low. Ball number 3, I believe. 3 balls, 1 strike. The count to Horseman. The pitch, a healthy cut, swing and a miss. Full count now to Horseman. Horseman looking to move up Knutson, who's on the base paths, and a foul ball down the first base line. So we'll do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The count. Gophers down 4-0. Byron in the lead. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Mackenzie Steele, the pitcher for the Bears, delivers, and a line drive out to right field. Caught for the out. Right fielder Macy Beringer makes the catch. 2 outs here for the Gophers. Brings up top of the order McKenna Dornack. Last time struck out. And Dornack looks at strike number 1 on the outside corner. Two outs as Steele delivers. Dornack fouls that one straight back. No balls, 2 strikes. Kendall Knutson on first base after an infield hit. The pitch to Dornak. Down low in the dirt. Knutson stays at first. Well, the Gophers now the second time through the lineup, hoping to do a little bit better than they did the first time, as McKenna takes a ball outside. And that'll even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the third inning. 2 outs here. And a swing and a miss. Down goes Dornak for out number 3. So after 3 innings of play, the Bears 4, the Gophers 0. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. Lance Boehm along with Rick Irish on camera. Top of the 4th inning, Bears lead it 4-0 as Leah Bendix steps into the box and hits a line drive out to Carver off the glove. And Bendix will be at first base. So a hard line drive. Carver had a bead on it, had her glove on it, just in and out. So the bottom half of this Bears lineup doing the job as they picked up the top half of the lineup the last inning. They 7, 8, 9 all scored to get a start for the Bears. Kate Ahern, the designated player, steps into the box and swings and fouls off the first pitch. The pitch down in the dirt gets away from Hinckley. The runner, Bendix, will move up to second base. So another runner in scoring position for the Bears. The count even at 1 apiece. The pitch by Johnson. And Ahern lets that one go for ball number 2. Johnson gets the ball back, working quickly, throws a strike down the middle. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch, foul ball as it bounced off the plate and then hit the bottom of the handle. So the count will stay the same. So nobody out. Kate Ahern on second base, the runner for the Bears. The pitch. And a hard ground ball past the shortstop for a base hit. The runner will move up to third base. And the bottom half, Ahern 2 for 2. A double and a base hit. So the runners at the corners, will see if Ella Brenna, the hitter, squares. No square. Runners stay put, ball number 1. The pitch from Johnson And the runner takes off. A little hesitation there as Ruskell cuts that throw off. And in anticipation for the runner on third to break for home. So 2 runners now in scoring position for the Bears. Johnson delivers on the outside corner for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count to Ella Brenna, the third baseman of the Bears, who turns, bunts it down the first baseline. Hinckley out to grab that, hesitated, checked the runner back to third, which allowed Brenna to get to first base safely. So bases loaded, nobody out. Horseman's going to move in. Infield, all infield is playing in here to try to cut that run off at home as the Gophers are behind 4-0 here. Top of the 4th inning, first pitch. Change up in there for a strike. So again, the bottom half of the Bears lineup doing their job, getting on base. Bendix, Ahern, Brenna, the runners for the Bears. The pitch from Johnson. And a quick throw down to first. Not in time. So top of the order, Leah Strain, the center fielder, at the plate. The pitch from Johnson outside, gets a piece of it, fouls it off. A strikeout here for the Gophers would be huge. Nobody out, bases loaded. Gophers down 4-0. Johnson looks in, gets a sign, and delivers. Nice job there by Strain to wait back on that pitch. Fouls it off hard down the first baseline. Foul. So we'll do it again. The pitch from Johnson. Fouled off again to the right side. Out of play over the first base dugout. So Strain staying alive with foul balls. And that one hit to second base. Brett Ruskell with a little bit of a bobble, but regains the ball, fires it to Hinckley for out number 1. The most important thing there was to get the out and not allow the run to score, which they did. So 4-2 is the put out. Strain will be on first. Bases are still loaded as the Gophers are trying to get out of this top of the 4th inning with minimal damage done. Now the batter, Hattie Mathry, the catcher, at the plate. Johnson looks in, delivers for, ball number 1. Looked like a good pitch right there on the outside corner. This time the ball fouled straight back. That'll even it up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mathry 0 for 2. Ground out to short, fly ball to right field. Johnson delivers. Change up, just a little bit outside. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, bases loaded. Byron leads it 4-0. Top of the 4th inning, the pitch. And a fly ball. It'll be out of play over by the concession stands. So Mathry steps back into the box. Johnson takes the sign, delivers hard. Ground ball underneath the glove of Grace Finley. That's going to score 2 runners as the Bears increase their lead, now 6-0 over the Gophers. So a hard ground ball by Mathry underneath the glove of Grace Finley. Scores Kate Ahern and Ella Brennan. Leah Strain will move over to third base on that hit. So runners at the corners, and the Gophers. Coach Berg comes out, makes a pitching change. So number 20, Riley Urban, will be in to pitch. And we'll see what defensive adjustments or position movements. So Katrin Johnson most likely will be going to left field, which will bring the flex player out of the game, Kylie Sin. So the third and fourth innings for Byron have been successful. They scored 4 runs in the top of the third inning. Gophers came up to bat in the bottom of the third and went down without scoring a run. With 1 out here in the top of the fourth inning, Mathry hits a hard ground ball past the first baseman to score 2 runs. So that brings the score now Byron 6, the Gophers nothing. As Urban looks in, gets her signed and delivers. And on the steal, the Gophers throw down to second base. Ball in and out of the glove of Dornack. Runner on third scores. Dornack still had a play at the runner stealing second. Not able to get her in time. So run number 3 of the inning for Byron scores. Mathry goes to second base on the steal. And Urban delivers a pitch and a hard ground ball past the third baseman, Horseman. The run will score. Mackenzie Steele looked to go to second base, but nice job by Johnson getting that ball in quickly as they throw back to first base. Gets past the first baseman, but luckily stays in play, so the runner does not advance over to second. So 4 runs so far in the fourth inning for the Bears. They lead it 8-0. Top of the fourth inning. We've got 1 out. Cadence Fierstead, the batter for the Bears, who will bunt that back to the the pitcher, Urban, who throws a strike over to the first base as Britt Ruskell was covering on the bunt for out number 2. Left fielder Emma Clark, who is 1 for 2. Swings and fouls that one straight back. Mackenzie Steele, who now we have a pinch runner for the Bears, and I don't quite got a number on that. Looks like number 8, and I don't have them on my roster. So anyways, she is in scoring position. Clark, the batter. Riley Urban looks in, delivers a changeup, a ball hit deep to Knutson, who camps underneath it, makes the grab for out number 3. But not after the Bears score 4. They take the lead, or keep the lead, and extend the lead 8-0. We'll be right back for the bottom of the fourth inning. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. Bottom of the fourth inning. Gophers trail the Byron Bears 8-0. The Gophers now going through the lineup a second time. We've got one hit so far for the Gophers. Britt Ruskell, the batter, as pitcher number 20 for the Bears, Mackenzie Steele, delivers ball number 1. So the Gophers looking to put the ball in play, get some runners on the base paths, and see if we can do some damage here in the bottom of the fourth inning, as that pitch is low. 2 balls, no strikes. Steele sets and delivers, a swing and a miss by Ruskell for strike number 2. Or excuse me, strike number 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Bottom of the fourth inning. The Gophers looking to get something started. Second time through the lineup. Ruskell 0 for 1 with the strikeout. The pitch from Steele and fouled off out of play by Ruskell. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count to Ruskell. The pitch from Steele fouled off up against the dugout. The Gophers so far just 1 base runner today. That was Kendall Knutson on the infield hit. So Ruskell will step back into the box. Full count. The deliver from Steele up high. Ooh, close pitch there. Ball 4. So the Gophers get a base runner with nobody out. Catcher, senior, number 7, Alexis Hinckley, now the batter. And here's the pitch. Ooh, up high and a healthy cut there by Hinckley. Swing and a miss for strike number 1. The Bears scored 4 runs in the third, 4 runs in the top of the fourth. They lead it 8-0 over the Gophers here on a beautiful afternoon in the Chosen Valley. A swing and a miss. Strike number 2 to Hinckley. Hinckley last time lined out to center field on a well-struck ball. Steele with the pitch and a pop-up. Oh, a nice play there, or a nice try by the third baseman, Ella Brennan, who comes in and just about makes the catch. So Hinckley still alive here to get another pitch. Ruskell on first base after she drew the walk. Steele delivers, and on the outside part of the plate, swing and a miss. Hinckley goes down for out number 1. Well, now left fielder Katrin Johnson at the plate with 1 out. Ruskell on first base. The pitch on the outside called for a strike. Johnson 0 for 1 today. Started the game as the pitcher and then replaced by Riley Urban. The pitch by Steele, low. That'll even it up, 1 apiece. Ruskell not taking the base on that pitch. As a base runner, you're always trying to watch that angle of the ball as it comes into home plate, and if it's down in the dirt, you want to anticipate that you're going to be getting over to second base. She held, And the pitch by Steele is a ball. The pitch by Steele and a base hit by Johnson over the shortstop. So the Gophers getting something going here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Ruskell now on second base after the Katrin Johnson base hit. With 1 out, bring up left-hander first baseman Grace Finley. Grace 0 for 1 on the day. Second time through the lineup for the Gophers as they face Mackenzie Steele, who so far has pitched a pretty good game. That first pitch to Finley is up high for a ball. Steele delivers and a ground ball over to the shortstop with a toss over to second base for the out. So Finley reaches first base on the fielder's choice. Ruskell will move over to third base. That'll bring up the pitcher, Riley Urban. This will be Riley's first time at bat. Runners on the corners for the Gophers. They try to push across their first run. Riley with a swing and a miss. Two outs here, bottom of the 4th inning. Bears lead at 8-0 over the Gophers as they've scored 4 runs in the 3rd, 4 runs in the 4th. The Gophers trying to cut into that lead, and Urban fouls that pitch out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. Mackenzie Steele with 1 hit given up so far, 7 strikeouts, just 1 walk. Doing a heck of a job for the Bears on the mound as she delivers to Urban and gets her down swinging. So the Gophers threaten but do not score. After 4 complete, the Bears lead it 8-0 over the Gophers. We'll take a break and be right back. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. Lance Boyum alongside Rick Irish on the camera here in the Chosen Valley. The wind's picked up just a little bit, blowing in from center field. Bears lead at 8-0 over the Gophers here. Top of the 5th inning. Riley Urban on the mound for the Gophers as she looks to keep this at the same score. Fly ball to Kendall Knutson, who camps underneath it for out number 1. That was right fielder Macy Beringer. So 1 pitch, 1 out. As Urban looks at the sign, Leah Bendix, the first baseman, steps in for the Bears. Batters 7, 8, and 9 now due up for the Bears, and they have been efficient in this game so far. Urban looks in and delivers Down the middle, swing and a miss, out number 2. So 2 outs. Bring up the designated player, number 21, Kate Ahern. The left-hander steps into the box. Ahern having a good day at the plate. She's 2 for 2. And has scored both times. Urban delivers. And a pop-up. Hinckley takes chase. And off the glove. So Ahern still alive with 2 outs, top of the 5th inning. Urban with the pitch and another pop-up out of play. Well, after a couple of pitches up, we'll see if Urban's going to come back to the changeup here. Something a little off speed. Urban with the changeup and gets Ahern out in front. So the Bears go down in order. 3 up, 3 down. The Gophers looking to cut back into this lead. 8-0, the Bears lead it. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 5th inning. Welcome back. Bottom of the 5th inning. Gophers down 8-0 against the Byron Bears. Pitching for the Bears, Mackenzie Steele, who I believe is a 9th grader. 4 innings pitched, giving up 1 hit, 8 strikeouts, and just 1 walk as Olivia Carver steps into the box, takes ball 1 up high. So the Gophers looking to cut into this lead. Threatened last inning, had runners at the corner. But a good job by Steele to shut that threat down. Fouled off, out of play on top of the third base dugout. That'll even up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike to Olivia Carver. Carver 0 for 1 last time, put a nice bunt down the third baseline. A good play by the third baseman. Got her just in time, and a tough pitch there on the outside corner. Called strike, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count to Olivia Carver. Due up for the Gophers, 7-8-9 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The pitch by Steele and a big swing and a miss by Carver. That'll be out number 1. Now batting center fielder Kendall Knutson for the Gophers. She is, reached on an error. The last at bat hit the chopper to the shortstop, who made the throw over to first base. The first baseman had to come off the bag, and Kendall was our first base runner of the game. So Steele looks at the sign, delivers, and a fly ball down the right field line. The right fielder, number 14, Macy Beringer, takes chase, but not in time. Still alive is Knutson. Bottom of the 5th inning, 1 out. Gophers behind 8-0, the Bears lead it. The pitch up a little bit. Knutson swings, misses for out number 2. So strikeouts 9 and 10 to start out the bottom of the 5th inning. Horseman, now the batter steps in, takes ball 1 low. Horseman last time at bat lined out to the right fielder and hits a chopper over to the shortstop, who comes up, makes the play over to first base for out number 3. The Gophers down in order. 1, 2, 3. After 5 complete, the Bears still in cruise control, lead this game 8-0. We'll be back for the top of the 6th inning. Welcome back. Top of the 6th inning. Bears lead it 8-0 over the Gophers. Riley Urban throws strike number 1 to Ella Brennan. The number 9 batter plays third base. Brennan is 2 for 2. 2 singles. And lets that one go by for ball number 1. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. The Bears with a strong 3rd and 4th inning, scoring 4 in the 3rd, 4 in the 4th. Down in order in the 5th, and a high fly ball to right field. Carver underneath it makes the catch for out number 1. Top of the order, the center fielder, Leah Strain, the batter for the Bears. Urban sets, delivers, just hangs on to that one a little too long. Goes up high for ball number 1. One ball, no strike. Sets, delivers, ball number 2. The pitch by Urban down low, a swing and a miss by Strain, who's reached base just 1 time. And a swing and a miss for strike number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count to Strain, who is 0 for 3 with a run scored today, and that ball is fouled back behind home plate. We'll do it again. Top of the 6th inning, Bears lead it 8-0 over the Gophers, 1 out. Strain, the top of the order, and the pitch is a little bit up and outside. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Leah Strain, the batter for the Bears. The pitch by Urban, and a called strike Backwards K in the book. That's 2 outs. Hattie Mathry, the catcher, now up at the plate. And a line drive, base hit, center field. Knutson hits the cutoff. So that'll bring up the pitcher, Mackenzie Steele. So 2 outs. Runner on first base. Mackenzie Steele, the batter. And a pitch down the middle. A little pop-up over to first base. Grace Finley hauls that in for out number 3. So the Gophers need to do some damage here in the bottom of the 6th inning as they look to score their first run. Gophers down 8-0 against the Byron Bears. We'll take a break and be right back. Hey, back here in Chatfield, the Gophers looking to get things going as they have not scored any runs today. Top of the order, McKenna Dornack to lead off here. Bottom of the 6th inning, 8-0. The Byron Bears in front as Mackenzie Steele, the pitcher for the Bears, looks in and delivers ball number 1. Steele in 5 innings, given up just 1 hit, has struck out 10 and given up 1 walk. That pitch to Dornack called strike to even it up, 1 apiece. One ball, 1 strike. Steele delivers and a swing, a little pop-up. It's going to be out of play and stayed in field to play, but no play there by the catcher as I think she kind of lost sight of where that ball went. 1 ball, 2 strikes to McKenna Dornack, the leadoff batter for the Gophers, and rifles one down the right field line, foul. And goes out of play. And a fan's going to throw that one over. Oh, they're going to say let it go. So still 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count to Dornack. Steele looks at the wrist for the sign, finds it, twists a little bit, and fires to the plate. That ball is going to be up. That'll even things up. 2 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 6th inning. Leadoff hitter for the Gophers, McKenna Dornack, looking to get her first hit of the game. 0 for 2. Ooh, takes one up high. Full count. Steele with the pitch. And McKenna with a strong swing. Fouled straight back against the fence. Beautiful day here in the Chosen Valley. 75 degrees. Now the wind's calmed down a little bit. Picked up a little bit about the third and fourth inning. The pitch to Dornack and a swing and a pop-up in on the fists a little bit. Second baseman is going to come in and make that play and makes the catch for out number one. Batter for the Gophers now, Britt Ruskell, the second baseman. One out here, bottom of the sixth inning, and Ruskell takes it for a strike. Steele delivers strike number two, same spot. Ruskell slaps the bat. I think a little upset at herself that she wasn't ready to jump on that pitch. So no balls, two strikes, the pitch outside for ball number one. Ruskell 0 for 1, drew a walk in the fourth inning. Got all the way to third base. Gophers unable to score her. And Ruskell looking to get back on the bases. Here's the pitch from Steele. Down low, just about hits the back foot for ball number two. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count to Ruskell. Steele once again sets, delivers, and that's going to get, oh no, it does not. As it hung up in the air, the shortstop was able to take a few steps back off the end of the bat, I believe, and makes the play for out number 2. Now for the Gophers, Alexis Hinckley 0 for 2 in that first inning. Had a solid line drive right to center fielder who made the play, and a hard ground ball and a good hop in favor of the Gophers, and that will be a base hit for Hinckley. So with 2 outs, the Gophers get a base runner, and they're going to bring in a pinch runner or a courtesy runner for the catcher. And I believe that is Julia Goldsmith in to run. Courtesy runner for Hinckley. 2 outs here, bottom of the 6th inning. Bears lead it 8-0 over the Gophers. Katrin Johnson, now the batter, swings and misses for strike number 1. So Steele, the 9th grader, delivers ground ball back to Steele over to first base. And that does it for the Gophers in the 6th inning. 1-3 is the putout, out number 3. Gophers, one more chance. At the end of 6, they are behind 8-0. The Bears lead it. We'll be right back for the 7th inning. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. Lance Boyum along with Rick Irish on the camera. The Gophers trail the Byron Bears 8-0 as Riley Urban is going to look to keep the score the same, and hopefully the Gophers here in the bottom half can get something started. But first, for the Bears, the shortstop, Cadence Fierstead, steps to the plate and lines one for a base hit. Oh, gets past the right fielder. That's going to be extra bases for Fierstead as she rounds second. No play at third for a stand-up triple. So a hard hit ball out to right field on the first pitch gets under the glove of Carver. So now left fielder Emma Clark, the batter, who looks to square but brings that bat back, and ball number 1. And the pitch from Urban, a swing and a miss for strike number 1. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Emma Clark, the batter for the Bears. Fierstead on third base, nobody out, top of the 7th inning. And the pitch and a bunt attempt is fouled back. One ball, 2 strikes. The count, as the Gophers are going to try and leave that runner stranded at third, but nobody out here in the top of the 7th. And a pitch, ooh, looked good. A little bit up. That'll even it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Clark and another line drive to right field. And a nice play, nonchalantly sticks the glove out, makes the grab. Kind of faked out the runner at third base there, who didn't go back to tag up. So a nice play there by Carver for out number 1. The batter now, Macy Beringer, who fouls that first one out of play. So 1 out, a runner on third here in the top of the 7th inning, and a pitch at the knees called strike. So way up in the count here, no balls, 2 strikes. Urban with the pitch, down low. Grounds out to third base, Bryn Horseman, who decides to go over to first base to get the out. Oh, foul ball, sorry. Foul ball, runner goes back to third. And we'll redo it. And inside pitch in on the hands over to Ruskell, who makes the play, throws to first for out number 2. But the runner on third does score and increases the Bears' lead to 9-0. 2 outs, Leah Bendix now the batter for the Bears. That first pitch to her is up high. Urban steps back to the mound, pitches, delivers for strike on the swing and a miss. Urban delivers again, a swing and a miss to Leah Bendix, who is 1 for 3 today and has scored a run. Urban trying to put the Bears down here in the top of the 7th inning. And she does. Swing and a miss. Out number 3, but the Bears do score 1 run, so after 6.5, the Bears lead at 9-0 over the Gophers. We'll come back for the bottom of the 7th inning. Welcome back, Gopher fans. Bottom of the 7th inning. The Gophers are going to try and put a rally together. They need 9 runs to send it into extra innings. As Grace Finley, the first baseman, steps into the box against Mackenzie Steele. A swing and a miss on the first pitch. The Gophers looking to go into the section tournament next week with a little bit of momentum, but playing a tough pitcher today in Mackenzie Steele, who's been efficient. Ground ball back to Steele and a throw over to first base for the first out. And Riley Urban will be the batter for the Gophers. 1 out, bottom of the 7th inning. Bears lead at 9-0 over the Gophers. And a pitch inside for a ball. Steele gets the sign, delivers. Urban fouls back to the fence. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mackenzie Steele over a 6 1/3 innings, giving up 2 hits. No runs, 10 strikeouts, 1 base on balls. And that ball is fouled out of play. (9-0). Bears lead at bottom of the 7th inning. 1 out. Riley Urban, the batter for the Gophers. Mackenzie Steele delivers and a pop-up to second base. Camped under it. No. Ball might have carried just a little bit out of the reach there of the second baseman. So Riley will reach first base. So 1 out. Runner on first base. Olivia Carver, the right fielder, steps in to hit. Carver 0 for 2 on the day. And takes that first one for a strike. Looked like she might have checked the swing, but I think they're going to say she went through. And the pitch by Steele and a base hit through the left side of the infield between shortstop and third base. Carver with a nice base hit moves up Riley to second base. So the Gophers looking to score their first run of the game. And it's now or never, as the Gophers are behind 9-0 here. Bottom of the 7th inning. Kendall Knutson, the batter. And that ball is high and outside. Urban, the runner on second. Carver, the runner on first. The pitch from Steele and a foul by Knutson down the left field line. Knutson 0 for 2 today, as the Gophers only have 3 hits. Steele delivers a little bit low, down below the knees, so that is called a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. The count to Kendall Knutson, the center fielder for the Gophers. And Steele delivers inside. As the ball gets away, Riley Urban's going to move up. Olivia Carver's going to move up. The Gophers now 2 runners in scoring position, but they need a bunch. Gophers behind 9-0 here at bottom of the 7th inning. 3 balls, 1 strike, the count. And Knutson's going to hit that one up and over the shortstop. And Carver's going to try and take third, and she's thrown out. A mistake there by Carver. as a good throw to the third baseman gets out number 2. So Knutson with a base hit, scores. Riley Urban from third base. Carver, who was kind of waiting to see what the ball was doing, stayed close to second. And as it dropped in, she tried to advance to third, was thrown out for out number 2. Well, now the batter, a hard line drive was Bryn Horseman, and that's going to do it. The Gophers get 1 run here in the bottom of the 7th, but not enough as the Byron Bears take this one 9-1 over the Gophers here in non-conference action. So that'll end the Gophers season, who will now drop to 13-7 right now. Kind of puts them right at about that 6, anywhere from like the 5 to 7 seed, depending upon what happens today and tomorrow if there's any makeup games. So the Gophers will start section playoffs on Monday. Their opponent is yet to be determined, as they'll have the seeding meetings sometime this weekend. I'm sure by Sunday we should find out who the Gophers play. But ran into a tough pitcher today, and Mackenzie Steele for the Bears. She went 7 innings, giving up 4 hits, 1 run, 10 strikeouts, and just 1 walk. For the Gophers, just going over the pitching stats here. Katrin Johnson started the game. She went a 3 1/3 inning, gave up 6 hits, 8 runs, 4 earned runs, 1 strikeout. Riley Urban, 3 2/3 innings, gave up 3 hits, 1 run, which was unearned, 4 strikeouts. So after 7 complete here again, the Gophers lose it 9-1 over the Bears. Stay tuned for the seedings coming up this weekend. We'll find out who the Gophers play probably sometime around Sunday, and hopefully we can get those bats going next week as they enter in Section 1, 2A playoffs as they make their run and see how far they can advance. For Rick Irish, I am